As requested by Movie Club members Dan and Shannon over on my Patreon, here's my review of 1978's remake / reimagining / readaptation of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. People in the San Francisco area are acting differently as of late. Husbands no longer recognize their wives. The once loving and passionate are now cold and indifferent. Each day, more and more people are changing. They're conspiring. And they all seem to have become amateur botanists. The 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers film does everything that a good remake or reimagining of a classic film or a new adaptation of a previously adapted novel should do. It doesn't just rehash the same old story, it updates it, expands upon it, and adds layers uniquely its own. For instance, the 1978 film opens by giving us a look at a dying planet and the life forms that occupy it. The life forms appear like gelatinous, almost jellyfish-like organisms. Quickly they bid adieu to that rock in search of a new home. They float through the galaxy before landing on Earth, raining down onto San Fran in the form of little clumps of slime. They attach themselves to plants and form pods. Want to guess what comes out of those pods? You do. Or at least someone that looks like you, but isn't you. This part reminded me of an episode of Unsolved Mysteries from the 90s in which a town in Washington, Oakville, Washington, was blanketed by a gelatinous substance that rained down upon the town, and everyone who came in contact with the colorless little blobs became violently ill. Did the rain of slime turn everyone in Oakville into spiritless automatons? Probably. Put it this way, I scratched Oakville off my list of places I want to visit. Donald Sutherland and Brooke Adams play civil servants. Sutherland is a hard-nosed health department investigator who believes Adams has lost her mind when she tells him that her boyfriend is no longer her boyfriend. It looks like him, but it's not him. However, soon Sutherland is on the same page with Adams and a growing group of people, including Jeff Goldblum and Nancy Cartwright, who know there's something rotten in the Bay Area. Unfortunately, it may already be too late to save humanity. The original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, directed by Don Siegel and starring Kevin McCarthy, both of whom have cameos here, is a classic sci-fi suspense thriller. And though it was made back in the 50s, the kind of paranoia and suspense it creates is timeless. The first film played on the "is your neighbor a commie" paranoia of that time. The 78 Invasion plays on a different kind of paranoia. A kind of paranoia that begins subtly in the background. Little things that you'd observe but not really pay attention to, particularly if you live or work in a larger city. A woman scream from down the block. It's probably nothing. A guy races past you in a panic. Probably just had too much Taco Bell. A distraught person approaches you, warning you that something bad is happening. Just a crazy person. Right? Soon Sutherland and Adams begin to feel surrounded. Every gesture, every look, every little glance from a suspect character carries with it an ominous meaning, because you don't know if they're a pod person or not. The film benefits from a phenomenal cast. Sutherland and Adams carry the film nicely. You can easily put yourself in their shoes, and their feelings for one another doesn't muddy things, but makes you care about them all the more. It also provides the film with a palpable sense of dread and sadness, because the affection they share for one another will be the first thing taken from them if they're replicated. See, the pod people offer a world free of hatred and worry, but you lose what makes you you in return: your humanity, your individuality, your ability to feel anything. Jeff Goldblum, Nancy Cartwright, Leonard Nimoy, and Art Hindle round out a very strong supporting cast. The film's score is also a highlight, punctuating the palpable sense of dread and paranoia that director Philip Kaufman provides. The film excels when it comes to the makeup effects, too. The birthing of the pod people and the gestative process that they go through in order to replicate you is ooey gooey gross and really cool. On the downside, much of the third act felt tedious and overly long. Most of the final act is just one chase sequence after the other. Sutherland and Adams are chased by the pod people, they get cornered, but they somehow find a means to escape. Then they're chased some more. They get cornered again, but are able to escape again. Then they're chased after again. They get cornered yet again. but they manage to escape. Again. It's not that big of an issue, honestly. It's just too much. At times, the chase sequences almost feel like filler. We're in the home stretch here. Sutherland and Adams may be humanity's only remaining hope. But let's just chase them again. The 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers is an expertly made sci-fi suspense thriller. The writing, the cinematography, the score, the cast, all top-notch. And the movie goes out with a real gut punch of a finale. If you've not seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers, either the original film or the 1978 version, I highly recommend both. Shout out to Dan and Shannon for requesting that I review Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Thank you for your review request, and thank you for being patrons. I appreciate your support. If you'd like to request a movie for me to review, follow the link in the description or head over to patreon.com/pizowell and join the movie club today. If you've seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. Today there are 4 different adaptations of the novel Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments section below also. If you liked the video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, peace, and all the best in the new year. Thank you to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and have a say in what content appears on my channel. Join me for monthly live streams and much more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.